1954. Jesse, a 4-year-old blonde boy, was laughing and playing in the sprinkler among perfectly cut green grass on a sunny day in Vancouver's suburbia. He could sense Natalie's presence on the porch, with fretful energy ceaselessly watching over him, a mother so grateful to do so. Mama was his safety, security, his home base. Being young and with her near, Jesse worried little while frolicking over the water as the sprinkler made its slow waves. Mommy had gone inside to make the two of them some lunch, whilst peering now and again through the peephole Frank had installed. He took another run at the sprinkler and made a large grin back at Natalie, who had just come out with peanut butter sandwiches. Little Jesse got right over the water and bent over so he and his belly button could have an eye-to-eye. Then he just plopped down, landing on the slip and slide. His eyes were brown and watery. In the next yard, there was Seamus, a rabid 17-year-old pit bull on a chain which was rusty. Jesse's sprinkler projecting drips of water over and through the fence upon Seamus's head like Chinese torture. Either his owner had left the dog's water bucket out of his chain's reach, or Seamus had carelessly nudged it too far away while drinking. But as it was about 80 degrees outside and the sprinkler's small drips were his only source of cool, he could hear voices on the other side of the fence, a child laughing. The voices enraged him, as he was certain that they must know of his conditions. How could they not? Out of the frustration that the drips caused, he had been tugging the chain to its length and demanding water for many hours. And just when he thought that it would never pan out, the leash, it snapped. Moments later, as Jesse's poor mother watched, old Seamus crept right up to the boy, who was sitting cross-legged in the dead summer grass. She dared not make a cry. She feared it would inspire the old dog to do the opposite of what she wanted. Seamus sniffed at the back of the boy's hair. Natalie knew what was coming. "Jesse!" "Yeah, Mom?" Jesse looked at her and then instantly back behind him. "Puppy!" The dog's face pulled back, and little Jesse leaned his face in closer, knowing not enough about old dogs. In all of their memories, the dog's snout opened in slow motion, when in fact this was a rapid movement. He snatched Jesse by the side of his face. Seamus didn't know that the boy wasn't old enough to play with him. Jesse passed out after the first snip, inside of the monster's vicious, tugging jaws. Natalie raced out toward him. Frank rushed out with a shovel, along with Barney and the girls who stared. "Let him go, you fuck!" she screamed. The screen just creaked and the dog dropped the boy, who was limp. Seamus slowly started to slink away. He growled lowly. Natalie took what might have been a parting glance at her mortally wounded beloved, at her mangled and bloody baby boy. Just then, a very Mr. Rogers-looking man, who was the dog's owner, started toward the commotion. He stared on at the spectacle with his mouth agape, a dog leash dangling from his hand. Natalie's rage surfaced. "What did you do to my baby?" She raised the shovel and killed the rabid dog in 2 sharp blows. 2 blows you would never have known she had within her. Natalie came unglued. "Yeah!" She cheered dizzily. Some blood had sprayed onto her cheek. "Yeah!" She hit at the carcass again. "Fucker!" After a moment, Natalie regained her senses and ran to little Jesse. "Oh my God, baby!" His mother cradled him. "What are we gonna do? Oh my God!" She wailed and wept